practice room, the very echoey practice room. Welcome in! Oh, I forgot to update my chat real quickly. For those who don't know, if you're an idol producer level member of this channel, we do like warm-up streams, I think once a month. And we just had one where I cried my eyes out about Xenoblade instead of warming up like I said I was going to. So if you want an extra stream every month where I just cry for 30 minutes, you might want to consider becoming an idol producer. No, but wow, where do I even begin? How much context do I want to give to everything today? Let me just start with this. Thank you all so much for listening to my cover of the Fontaine chapter trailer music. If you haven't already checked it out, go ahead and check out the pinned message. Thank you, Shiny, for the pinned message. But I guess the context for why I covered this is because many months ago I held a charity concert. If you haven't checked that out as well, go ahead and check it out. It was beautiful. It was called Meaningful Melodies, where we sang songs that were very important to our mental health journeys. And one of the milestones for the rewards was I would do a cover of a Genshin or Honkai Star Rail piece, and then I ended up going with Genshin. So it was really interesting because I started off, you know, when I was creating this project, it was very fresh. I think Fontaine was very fresh in everyone's mind. And now that, because I think it was about halfway through Fontaine chapter that we really got to, you know, get this ball rolling. You know, to see it come out at around the ending of Fontaine chapter was very interesting. So I hope you all really enjoyed. I actually got to experience the end, more or less the ending of Fontaine chapter 2 days ago. So I'm still freshly emotionally damaged, truth be told. I'm like doubly emotionally damaged right now because for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to, after the very emotional, that's all I'm gonna say, I don't want to spoil it, the very emotional ending to Fontaine chapter, I thought it would be a great idea to immediately follow that up with Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Chapter 5. And if you know anything about that game, that is probably the most emotional chapter thus far. So I am very emotionally compromised right now. But I am glad we are having this stream. For those who don't know what we're going to be doing today, I figured... Oh, I need to also put the chat back on to the screen. I'm going to be playing some music for you all. I thought that would be fitting. I'll be sight reading some Genshin pieces for you all today. Fun little practice moment. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and play the rest of Fontaine chapter. We actually just have the short epilogue to go through. So all the big, huge emotional stuff already happened. If you haven't gotten to see it and you want to check it out, go ahead and do that. A lot of people went to go watch part 2 of Fontaine chapter, or at least my playthrough of Fontaine chapter, which I find really funny. I think a lot of people can really resonate with, I guess, the sadness, I think, or at least my response to the sadness of the chapter. I think a lot of people had a similar reaction. Oh my gosh, TND, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. I really appreciate that. Aaron says, I like how the name and promotional art foreshadowed what happened in the story, especially the image of Rita bowing. Yeah! Because like you didn't like put 2 and 2 together until you watched it. Like, oh my gosh, that's why. It's like a stage. Oh my god. I know, the Genshin and Xenoblade double whammy is a lot to deal with. That's for sure. Thank you so much for the generosity, T&D. I really appreciate that. I talked about this a little bit during the end of the chapter, but I just love how they used the Fontaine motif. I feel like it wasn't as strong of a thing in other countries in Tibet. Do prove me wrong if that's the case, but I feel like Fontaine really had a strong motif that they utilized a lot. Every country had like a sound, right? Like you could tell this is definitely Sumeru, this is definitely Inazuma, but I think especially with Fontaine they did such a good job with, I call it the Fontaine melody. You heard it's the first melody you hear in in the trailer music. It goes dum bum 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 ba 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 bum bum, and I think they did a great job carrying that throughout the entire chapter. I think especially in the last scene, you hear the different ways that they play it. Sometimes it sounds very hopeful, sometimes it sounds very urgent, sometimes it sounds very contemplative or sad. And what I came to understand is, to me, at first I was like, oh, that's just like the Fontaine melody, or that's the Farina melody. But by the end of the chapter, to me, it doesn't represent just Fontaine and like its culture and, you know, the city, but it also represents like its people and, you know, their struggles and their worries, but also the way that they work together and they lift each other up and they power through, you know, really difficult times. So I don't know. I really enjoyed getting to play this. So back when I was recording, I was already doing like orchestra stuff on the side for fun. You know, I was already busy working on practicing those. So I feel kind of bad. I wish I was better violist. I'm not really a soloist. I usually do ensemble work casually. I'm not a professional by any means. So I wish I could do it more justice. Get it? Ha. Justice, like in Fontaine. But I just had a lot of fun performing it. And I think now that I finished the chapter, I want to go back. I want to play it again, kind of with that context in mind, and feel more of that emotion. Am I classically trained? I am classically trained. I was classically trained for about 3 years. But I've been playing viola for longer, but not in any professional sense, I guess. You totally solo carried the music. I haven't played solo viola in a long time, so I'm glad it didn't sound bad. And Derek, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I feel like Inazuma and Sumeru's motifs weren't as central to like the spirit of their country. I feel like when you think of Fontaine, that's the first thing you think of, is that motif. I'm scared of a professional reader would sound like. I don't know if I'd ever want to become professional. I feel like for me, like playing viola is very much like a stress relief. I do it a lot for like to be a part of like community. But I like being able to play it. I think I'm satisfied with the level that I am right now, because it's a level where maybe I don't play everything wonderfully, but I can like go out and sight read with people and just be able to enjoy playing with people without having to like learn too much music. Like I can sight read pretty well. You still cry when you hear the Sumeru motif? True. It's so true. So true. But welcome in. If you just popped in and you don't know, if you've never been to any of my viola streams before, everyone say hello to Sebastian the viola. My eldest instrument, if you will, and he's been with me for a very long time. So everyone say hi to Sebastian the viola. This is my instrument. Yeah. I don't have much room to play, but I never really have. So what I usually do for sight reading streams, I have like sheet music. You all don't get to see it today, unfortunately. It's a lot of sheet music, so I have to like spread it out and put it. There's not really a good way to see it, but I like to play it with another instrument, an accompanying instrument, just so you all know like what it sounds like in context, I guess. So today's instrument theme you will hear is cello. So it's going to be a lot of cello for today. I wanted to do one per country, except for a lot of the Sumeru ones were really difficult, like not really sight reading material. So I have quite a few Mondstadt. I think I have a Leeway piece as well. But these are all pieces I've never played before on stream, hence sight reading. So I hope you will enjoy it. It's gonna be nice and cozy, and then afterwards we're gonna finish the epilogue. I guess I should make a note of what we're doing. But yeah, very, very chill, very relaxed. Sight reading, Genshin OST, then finishing Fontaine epilogue. Fontaine chapter epilogue. And then I'll give it a background, and then I can show it on stream. There we go. There you go! I caught up on the 4.2 streams earlier today, and your cover was a great way to close the Fontaine chapter. I'm really happy to hear that. It really turned out, like, the timing turned out really well, I think. But I'm happy to hear that. Let me make sure that Sebastian's in tune. I tuned Sebastian earlier during my warm-ups stream, my warm-up members stream. But you never know what could happen. Sebastian is an old instrument, so you never know. But yeah, usually practice standing up, so sitting down might be kind of awkward, but that's okay. Good enough. Oh my gosh. You wonder how Sumeru's theme would sound on, like, pluck? Like pizzicato? It needs sheep. So beautiful. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Let me check the volume for the accompaniment. Ooh. So it'll give us 4 notes from the cello, so I can grab the speed. I'm trying to see if there's any funky parts. No sharps, no flats. There are a lot of accidental, so I wonder why they put it in C major. I don't know. We'll see. Quarter note equals 90. I don't want to play it with a metronome because I feel like the metronome's kind of distracting for you all. So I'll just feel the music and we'll see how it goes. This is Dawn Winery. OST. Hopefully the level girl. I have to turn up the accompaniment volume. Okay. I bumped into my desk like a million times. Oh, maybe I should stand up. I think that'd be better. It just my desk area. Thank you. That was the Dawn Winery theme. It was spectacular. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I hope I don't like accidentally turn my computer off. Adjusting my setup. Okay. I think we're good. Do what's more comfortable for you. Sometimes, you know, because I'm going to be playing games after this, so I decided I'll sit down. But I don't like practicing while sitting down. I usually practice standing up, so hopefully this is better. I know! Mondstadt has such a great sound, and I think it's the sound that I associate the most with Genshin, just because, you know, it's been there since the very beginning. I feel like you can't go wrong with some Dawn Winery music. Speaking of which, let's do more Mondstadt stuff, shall we? Let's wrap up Mondstadt. And again, I wanted to do all the regions, like one of each region, but the Sumeru one was kind of tough. Well, maybe we could try it. And then I couldn't find a good one for Inazuma either. So we'll do our best. There is one, so this is another Mondstadt BGM. There is one section that it has a lot of ledger lines, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a little treble clef in there so I can read that better. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's also a part that's like a VA, which I don't think I can physically play on the viola. There's a bunch of like triple stops that I don't think are possible. Actually, it's because I transcribed them from piano. I basically just like copied it from the piano into the viola. So there's a lot of like double stops that I don't think are possible. But I'll just play the top note. Would be nice for a cover of Dawn Winery as well. You all let me know which one your favorite is. They actually just started this like Genshin OST like competition. I don't know. I thought it was just like a hashtag thing. So I'll be releasing some short covers for that. It's a singing thing though, so it'll be my voice instead of Sebastian to viola. So do look forward to that. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my strings cover. I wish I was a better violist. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm also not a soloist. I'm very used to just being in an ensemble. But it was nice. I really enjoyed myself. So we're going to read a new one. This is the Mondstadt BGM at night. I think I'm going to go ahead. So it starts right off with the... Oh my gosh, quarter note equals 150. That's crazy. This is going to be fast. Let me insert a measure of like 3 notes. Or let me give myself 2 measures, I think would be a good idea. 2 measures of 3, I think would be very helpful. There's like some hemiola in here, which I think is really cool. For those who don't know what a hemiola is, let me enlighten you. I really like music theory. If you haven't checked out my music theory teaching streams, I teach the very basics of music theory. I'm not super duper knowledgeable about music theory, but I do know the basics of it. So I talk about pitch and rhythm, all that good stuff. So if you're not super knowledgeable about music theory, do check those out. I did 2 streams, like a beginner 1 and a beginner 2. So the idea of a hemiola is it's when you switch between how you how do I do this? Basically, you kind of switch between how you stress or divide a measure. So for example, 6/8. I always use this example, but in West Side Story, there's a song. I forgot which one it is, but it goes. So it's in 6/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right is how you count it. But the way that they divide it, they switch back and forth. So you can divide the 8 notes into 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? But you can also divide it into 2 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, well, sorry, 6, 8. I keep saying 8, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at 6, it's 6 beats in a measure, and the 8th note gets the beat. Sorry, I misspoke. But it's really cool. So in the song it goes. So it's the same like time signature the entire time, but it feels like it's changing the stress of the division, I guess, of the note. So fun fact, that's a hemiola. Music theory is really cool. I highly suggest you check it out. Okay, we're gonna read some Mondstadt BGM. This is Mondstadt BGM Night. Oh my gosh, quarter note is 150. It's very intimidating. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a lot of ledger line. Okay. I can't hear myself. I should probably give myself more. I had both of my headphone sides on, and I couldn't hear myself. Oh, also, I want to turn off the viola, because the point of it is to have an accompaniment, not to have another. Where's the volume? Windows, view, mixer. View, mixer. No! I can't find it. Oh, there. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, boom. Boom. Ba-da-dum, on that. View mixer. Oh. What? Nothing up. You love West Side Story? Yeah! Oh my gosh. Thank you for the incredibly lovely cover. Of course! Oh my goodness! Yeah, so we're just like reading some music. And then we're gonna finish the the Fontaine epilogue. Okay, let me see how I can turn off the audio of the viola part. That's weird. I guess I can't. Yeah, welcome to Any New Archangels. Thanks for stopping by. Da 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 dum bum bum. I think I'll just save it and close it as well. Yes, close that. Open this. We're good to go. Hopefully. Hopefully is the key word. So the other ones I have a Liue, I think. I have a Liue piece. And I also have the really tough Sumeru one that I don't know if I can play. Let's see. View, mixer. Oh, wait. View. Oh, I guess it's broken. No, I want to play it for you all. Oh, I think I have a way to solve. I'll export the PDF for just the viola, and then I'll silence the rest. See, we're big brainy. How you big brain. Turn off the viola part. Now that I've exported it, oh, here we go. Now we're cooking. The tough part is I don't get to see the cello part while I play, which is usually how I keep myself, in the right time, I guess. So this is gonna be fun. Because usually when I sight read, I also have like other people that I can like view at the corner of my eye. Like I can listen to them breathe. I can work off of their cues. I love the viola. It's so warm. It's very like human-like, I feel. All right, well, let's just sight read it. Let's just do it. Okay, I have to let my counting skills really shine. See, the thing is, the beauty about sight reading is one skill you have to learn in sight reading is if you do mess up, you have to just keep going. So, for example, in the previous piece I just sight read, there was a 16-note passage that I couldn't figure out, so I just made something up. And it worked, so there you go. Let's see, how fast is it? 1, 2. That's not too bad. It's so quiet, I can barely hear it. Okay. Can you all hear that? Turn this up. Oh, there's the mixer. Which means I can see it now. We'll turn up the volume. Okay. Yay, yippee! I solved the mystery, everyone. I solved it. Solved the mystery. You can hear that, right? Whoa. Oh, wow. That's a lot faster. Oh, I see what happened. When I inserted the measures, it wasn't at the right tempo. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to have to think of this in one. Is what I'm probably going to have to... Okay, let's do it. It's going to be a lot faster. Oh my gosh. Let me emotionally prepare myself. What is happening? Whoa, that's weird. My program broke. Oh, it froze. That's okay. Oh, I see what happened. I was like, why is everything sounding demonic? I see what happened. Yeah, wow, indeed. Did you hear it? It sounded so demonic. It's because when I copied it over for the piano part, it had the pedal notation, which, for those who don't know what the pedal notation is, all you need to know is that doesn't exist in cello. That's not supposed to exist. So what the pedal is it like sustains? It's a sustain pedal. So notes are held out. They're held rather than let go, which is what you usually do in playing the cello. I was like, why does it sound demonic? more time. That was very scary for sure. Good. That was to wake you up and scary a little bit. I was like, why does everything sound so scary? Here's Mondstadt Night. That's the Mondstadt BGM night if you were being chased by Hilitro. Now this is Mondstadt BGM night when you know you're safe and sound. Hopefully. Did I miss any pedals? Okay. Let's see. There are ledger lines that I can't see. I zoomed out and all the ledger lines are gone. That's so fast! What a fast sight. This is good. This is good. I like this one. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this part. Oh, the top line of the stack is so hard to see. A 20-armed monster bowing a viola. Exactly what that was. That's so funny. Okay, undock that. Let me see the viola. Okay, let's do it again. That was a fun pass. Do it again. Oh my gosh, that's really fast. I think this passage right here with the ledger lines. Wow, okay. This is fun. I like this one. This is tougher for sure. I think the fact that it's so fast definitely what makes it tough. Okay? Oopsie. Woohoo! Kept forgetting about that B flat. Yay! Oh my gosh, that is so fun. That was Mondstadt Night Track. Good sight. That was a fun one. Okay, next one. Next one. Next one. Woohoo! Yeah! Yeah! Lovely, thank you. I know it doesn't sound like a monster is coming to attack you anymore. This one is, I think, a Liyue track? Maybe? Okay, 3, 4. Oh, quarter note equals 80. Just what I wanted to see. I do need to insert like a measure of the beat so I can hear the tempo. Ba 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 boom. Okay. Bum ba 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 bum bum. Yeah bum ba bum. Hey. Yay! Okay, let's do this. This is pure sky. I don't think there's any particular part that should be too difficult. Yeah. Oh, it goes into 6/8 at one point. Oh, that should be fine. I'll just think about it. Okay, sure. We'll see how that goes. Gotta check the roadmap, right? No. Oh, there's a pedal. I should probably take that out. Okay, there we go. Because it's a cello, not a piano. We don't want to have the monster noises happening again, right? That would be good. Would not be good. Okay! let's do it. Pure Sky from Genshin Impact. No sharps, no flats. Wait, pause. I have to delete the Viola part. So you only hear my part. Boop. Boop. And hello. Okay! Oh, cool. Okay. Yee! Let's go. Is that loud? Is that good? I couldn't hear the accompaniment anymore. It got really quiet. Let me take out the diminuendo. I think that should be good. Oh, there, you can hear it now. I'm gonna take out all the dynamics. I can't really hear it. It goes into pianissimo, and I think the program didn't know what to do there. Oh my gosh. I also bumped into my desk. Let me readjust mine. Okay, taking out all the dynamics. Sorry, I know dynamics are what makes the piece beautiful, but they took the diminuendo a little too seriously. I wonder how loud this is now. Very heartwarming to hear. Now you can rest a little bit. Oh, well, I'm happy to hear you find it relaxing. There's like a piece that my bow keeps bumping into, so I need to just move forward. It's probably also Roz. That's okay. Just like I say as I Roz. It's important to not leave a little cavity on your rosin, so I don't like having that little cavity, so I have a rosin that you can like rotate inside of its little like case, so that I don't create little cavity. Okay. Because I used to have like those rectangular rosins, but then it would get harder and harder to get like rosin, because the middle part of the rosin would be gone, and then I'd have to get rosin from the sides. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and finish sight reading this one. I think this will be our last piece before we finish the epilogue of Genshin Impact. Fontaine chapter. I know I can do it. It's you know, not too tough. Sight reading. Sight reading is just a good way to practice. I think it's really important to practice being able to read things on the fly, or whatchamacallit, like make things up if you mess up, or learn how to recover if you lose your spot. So sight reading is a really good sort of practice to do. So if you're new to playing an instrument, try it. It's fun. You know, the goal isn't to perform, it's to really get used to reading better. I think that's how I learned to be faster at reading music. If you find yourself sight reading more, you'll find it faster to read music. It's kind of like how if you want to learn how to read better, you gotta read books. You got this. No, I there's not like I'm not doubting myself or anything. It's just sight reading, and there's not really a big deal to it, right? Let's see. Okay. Okay. I think that's the volume is okay. Let's do it. like that one. What's funny though is the B flat got to me again. Because the previous key signature had a B flat in it. And for some reason, when we went into the 6/8 section, my brain was like, don't forget the B flat. I love that though. That was such a beautiful 6/8 section. Ah, welcome in, Raiders! Oh my gosh. Welcome in. I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro at your service. And this is my trusty Viola, Sebastian the Viola. Everyone say hi. Wow, how was the anniversary? You all have fun? We actually just sight read our last piece, but since you all joined us just now, how about we do a little encore of the pieces we just sight read today? If you're not familiar with what sight reading is, if maybe you're not a musician, it's a practice technique. At least for me, I like to practice sight reading every once in a while. And it basically, you read a piece of music for the first time, first, second, third time, without practicing each section bit by bit to really test really exercise your music reading muscles so that you can get better and better at reading music as you play, if that makes sense. So that's what sight reading is, if you're not familiar. We've been sight reading a few Genshin ones. I closed some of them, so we'll start with this one that we just played right now. This is Pure Sky, so please enjoy, find a seat, get comfy. We're gonna go ahead and play these 3 pieces that I just sight read. And we're gonna finish the rest of the Fontaine chapter. I have the last sort of epilogue that I need to go through, I guess, and react to. If you want to see that, if you don't care about spoilers, you can stay tuned. So this is Pure Sky from Genshin Impact. That is the first note on the cello. Oopsie. The rest. I know, sight reading is difficult, but you have to, it's an important part of practice. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the cover, do check out the pinned message, and I hope you all enjoy yourself. My bow on the string. So hard playing viola in such a cramped space. I didn't do the B flats on accident. So that's good. Nice! That was a good one. That's a good practice one. I think the change into 6/8 is probably the most fun part of that. That was Pure Sky from Genshin Impact. Nice little sight read moment there. The second one we played was so I think Pure Sky's a Liyue one, I'm not sure. This one's from Mondstadt now, so we're gonna go ahead and go to a different part of Teyvat. To the very first country that you visit in Teyvat. Oh gosh. Oh, I forgot, this one has the treble clef section. Oh, it's okay, we're just sighting, right? Oh, hi Sana, thanks for stopping by. I hope the stream went well. Okay. Hold on, let me look at this. B flat to 1 flat in the key signature, 3/4. Chord note equals 150. Okay. Back at it again at the crispy. No, that's the cello. We'll be back for that. Totally messed up that section. Oh my gosh, hello! Welcome in! Another raid? Oh my god. Well, that was the Mondstadt Night BGM. Totally messed up the treble clef run. Such is life, right? I forgot that it went into treble clef halfway through. So I started playing it alto clef and I was like, wait a minute. Who are you? Oh my god. I did eventually get to that harmonic at the end of that run. So, when in doubt, start and end in the right place, right? Welcome in, everyone. I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro at your service. And this is my trusty Viola, Sebastian the Viola. Everyone say hi, Sebastian the Viola. We can go ahead and play one more piece that I sight read today, but we have so many raiders today. Should I play some of the old ones that I sight read before? You think? Welcome in. Hi! Nice to meet you! 来てくれてありがとう. Thank you. I don't speak very much Japanese. I apologize. You've been teleported to Mondstadt. Indeed, you actually have one more Mondstadt one. It's whatchamacallit, Dawn Winery. Let them experience the greatness of music. Yes, if you like Genshin, or not, if you just like good music. I don't know if sight reading is really the time to listen to well-performed music. If you want to listen to some performed music, prepared music, go check out the link in my pinned message. And you will find a cover of Genshin music that I performed on the viola. Hello! Hi! Thanks for the raid! Yes, English would be great, but I understand a little bit of Japanese. I'm not very confident in my Japanese, but welcome in. Whether you've been here before or it's your first time, I hope you enjoy yourself. Never played a second of Genshin, but the music is always enjoyable. It is! It's beautiful. So here's another piece. This is Dawn Winery. We sight read this first, actually, today. But I don't know, I might be convinced to play other pieces. What do you all think? You want to hear more? I could also, I could play some older pieces that I've sight read before. Okay, let's go ahead and sight read then. Dawn Winery. I'll have to pull up the sheet music again. Okay. My C string is still false. So if it sounds out of tune, that's why. Also, there's a bunch of stuff I keep bumping in. Okay, here we go. I don't have much room to play the viola. I want to have a bigger practice recording space, but hey, there's only so much you can do. This is Dawn Winery, no sharp, no flats, 4/4, quarter note equals 90. Lots of accidentals to have fun with. But that's the beauty of sight reading, right? Is to enjoy the roadmap that you are given. Oh yeah, lots of sharps, lots of flats. This is gonna be fun. I think I remember. Ooh, that's kind of loud. Oh, and my shoulder rest is falling off. I got a new one! I got a new shoulder rest because my other one broke. They're expensive. I got like a standard run-of-the-mill shoulder rest and it's like $30. I asked the lady, I was like, I don't want to go too expensive. Something like maybe standard. She goes, okay, this one's $30. I go, God, that's standard? Because I feel like I've had the same shoulder rest for so long that I forgot how much it was. But then it finally broke. And so I was like, you know what? I need to get a nicer one. This is the one I have now. I'm still breaking it in, I guess. Here we go. And that was Dawn Winery theme from Genshin Impact. Yay! Do you all want to hear more? Those are the 3 I sight read so far. But if you want to hear more, I can probably scour for some more to play. My natural charm and talent outright transcend the language barrier. No. That's not me. That's Sebastian the Viola. You're talking about Sebastian the Viola's natural charm and talent. Esteban, welcome backstage as Idol Coach. I hope you enjoy yourself. Thanks for stopping by. Encore? Is that what I'm hearing? Encore. Let's see. What else do I have? That is Genshin Impact. I have a lot of, like, piano stuff. So I guess I could probably just find... Ooh, we should do Moon in One's Cup. That's a good one. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 bum. I think that's how it goes. Let's see. It's loading. I also have a Sumeru one, but it's kind of tough. Should I try it? There's no accompaniment one to the, to that one. Dum ba dum ba dum bum bum. This is let me do the Sumeru one. I think it'd be harder, and then I'll end on an easier note. You think? Port Ormos? I don't think I have that one. Let's see. Let's do. This one is Winding Through Avidya, Tainari's theme. 4/4, which no sharps, no flats, which is the easiest part of this piece. Quarter note equals 103. What even is that in? Well, let me noodle through. Sure, that doesn't seem that bad. Let's do that 100. Let's do it a little bit under tempo. What do you think? Port Ormos is a bop, though. A certified banger, a real jam. Maybe I'll have to search up sheet music for it. Online metronome. Sorry, you all have to listen to the metronome now. This one doesn't have any accompaniment, so I'm gonna have to. Oh, jeez. That is loud. Boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 bum ba-dum 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 bum ba-dum. That's not too bad. Sure. That's Winding Through Avidya, Tainari's theme. That was nice. That was cute. I like that one. Let's see what else we have. And then we still have to remember. We still have to finish the epilogue to the chapter. So don't forget about that. Don't you all want to see how it ends? Thank you. Again, that was Winding Through Avidya, a Sumeru piece. You will? Yes, Sebastian the Viola really is the real brains and vision behind this operation. Without Sebastian the Viola, well, would it be getting this beautiful music? You're new here, welcome in! Oh my gosh! And hello again to any other new archangels. I hope you'll find that, I'm sure you'll find that everyone is super, super nice. All the archangels are really sweet, so hope you enjoy yourself. And let's listen to Moon in One's Cup. I don't know if you'll get to hear the accompaniment though. Yay! Oh, 3-1 is the time signature. All right. I know how it goes, but I haven't played this one in a while. Oh my gosh, 3 sharps! Ah! It's okay. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Remember. Oh gosh, here we go. Oopsie daisy, not D sharp. Oh gosh. That was a leeway. The moon in one's cup. So imagine you're out for tea at night and you get to see the reflection of the moon in your teacup. Thank you! I'm glad you all are enjoying. So this one isn't a sight read. I've played this one before, a long time ago. I've sight read it before, so I don't think that would count as a sight read. So I technically already knew how that one goes, so... But I wanted to play some more since we do have some folks who haven't tuned in to a viola practice stream before. Thank you, Flabbering, for celebrating our 1 month as idol coach. Man, I want to play more. Oh my goodness. What is this one? I want to do one. How's one more sound? But the thing is I have to find one more. I have to find one more. File open. Let's see. Through the eyes of a dragon. Oh no, that's Honkai Star Rail. I am gonna be playing Honkai Star Rail next week though, if you want to tune in for that. I don't think I have any more Genshin ones on my computer. Let me check. Muse scores. This might be one I could do. It's a fan song. I actually did a cover of the fan song a long time ago. I wonder if I could... One more? If you haven't gotten the chance to check it out, it's If You Suddenly Think of Me is the cover. I sang it. Oh my gosh, wait, this is cool. Okay, let me replace instrument. 2 flats, that's not bad. 2 flats, 4/4. Let me replace the voice part with viola. I think it should be fine. I don't think there should be anything that's too out of my range. Oh yeah, does anyone else play any instruments? I love music, in any way, shape, or form. Let's keep the harmonies on. We're gonna turn off the main melody and I'll play it. And let's see how this goes. I can't read the entire sheet music because I have like the full score, so it might be a little tough, but I think I can guess a lot of it. I think I can guess a lot of the melody. Okay, our last song. This is a long one to sight read, so please enjoy the chaos. This is If You Suddenly Think of Me. Okay, B flat, E flat, I have to remember. Da 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 da. Oh my gosh, my shoulder rest is falling off. It's okay. we go! Woohoo! Whoa. You used to play violin, but it's been a very long time since you played it. If you ever want to get back into it, I highly recommend you should. Viola's been a very fulfilling experience for me. Okay, here we go. This is the second verse, I think. This is a spoken word section. All right, piano solo for a little bit. Da, da, da. It's a beautiful, it's a Genshin fan song. It's all the Archons before Farina. It's beautiful. Maybe they should make a new one with her. That's it for our sight reading today. That was really fun! And if you haven't checked out my cover of If You Suddenly Think of Me, oh, thank you for the applause. Appreciate it. Let me put Sebastian away. If you haven't seen my cover of it, of this fan song, it's originally in Chinese, but I went ahead and did it in English. My main language. So if you haven't checked it out yet, please do. Shiny, could we get a link if that's not too much trouble? But yeah, thank you so much for joining me for some sight reading. That was really fun. And now we're gonna go ahead and finish the Fontaine epilogue. So if you haven't finished the Fontaine chapter of Genshin, I highly suggest that you join us, join VOD Gang for the rest of the stream because there will be major spoilers. Probably. Very likely that there will be major spoilers. So, thank you so much. I hope you had lots of fun. Let me go ahead and get my volume adjusted for some Genshin. I had to like take a day or two to like process everything that happened because it was so intense. So now we're finally returning to it. Oh my gosh. Yay! I'm glad you found it fun. I think sometimes we think of practice and it feels so mundane or difficult, but practice can be really fun. And I hope, if you're, hesitant to start playing an instrument, or if you haven't played in a while, but you've been meaning to, I hope this encourages you to pick it up or pick it up again. But yeah, let's go ahead and play some Genshin! Let's go! I have to change the audio because I turned it off. So it wouldn't play in the background while we're whatchamacallit, playing. How's that? Let me know if the volume's good. Thank you for the good time, of course! Thanks for stopping by! Exactly, you can't get anywhere with an instrument if you don't start. I may not be perfect at the viola, but I used to be really, really bad. So, I wouldn't be able to get to where I am today. Being able to sight read music and perform impromptu, I guess, with other folks. I wouldn't be able to have these awesome experiences if I'd never started. So, let this be an encouragement for you. Please pick up an instrument if you've been meaning to. And give it a shot, even if it takes like a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7. To learn how to play it, it's well worth it, I think. Yes, and thank you so much, Shiny. Now that we're entering the gameplay portion, please no spoilerinos for those. Well, I think there's only this chapter left, so I'm wondering how many spoilers are left. But yes, if there's any major things in this chapter epilogue that I haven't seen yet, please do refrain from spoiling. But I think we've gotten through all of it, more or less, right? So hopefully no more spoilers to share. Kind of loud for me, oh my gosh. Okay, Xiao, sorry. Xiao's in a lot of pain. Oh my god. I really enjoyed your playing. Thank you! Audio is good until combat. Thank you very much. Yes, for those who aren't familiar, the combat audio does get a little bit loud. You've been meaning to learn fencing. Oh my gosh! I really want to pick up like a sport. But I don't know what sport that would be. I used to play volleyball. There's some very major lore reveals in the epilogue? Wait, how long is this epilogue? We just started it. So, oh my gosh, should I give a summary of what happened last time? It's a lot. It was like a 3 or 4 hour stream. Essentially, okay, huge spoiler. The prophecy came true. Fontaine was flooded. But fortunately, all the people in Fontaine did not dissolve into the waters. They very much survived. Because they were forgiven of their sin, the original Fontainian sin, which is living as a human. They were all originally Oceanids, so living as a human or being turned into human was the original Fontainian sin. But they were forgiven of it, so when Fontaine flooded, they did not dissolve. The flood waters receded, and everyone was okay. And now we're here. Yeah, let's go. Oh yes, yeah, the Hydro Archon died. Yes, that also happened. Oh my gosh, a lot of stuff happened, but I guess that's a good starting point, right? So much happened. Oh my goodness. Navia! And now we're reacting to the rest of it.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
How's the volume?
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going here. Oh, the Fatui are here too.
Also, I fought a huge whale, so that was pretty cool.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snežević.
Whoa.
He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work.
Tiny bit low? I can go ahead and fix that. Thank you for letting me know.
Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is progressing nicely. We've lost a lot of people, but we're moving forward. That will have to be enough.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh.
I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cats.
Aw, he seems really nice.
But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the music in the whale was so cool. It was very like, I liked it. It was really cool.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as
Friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
He seems like a really nice guy.
Oh, you're back too.
Clorand,
How are things?
so cool, so cool.
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Random side gear number 650. I would lay my life on the line for Gerent.
Huh? You're here too, Clorand?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina.
Yeah.
So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat.
Yeah, so she challenged
all
Fontaine's
right.
god
She
last
really
time.
came here to help me out.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more decision makers. And, well, I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
So this area that we're in is Poisson. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but this was actually the site of the first major flood disaster. So a lot of lives were lost here, and I'm assuming they're working on reconstructing the area.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material
Oh,
there.
I know! Melus and Silver! I miss them so much!
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I'm gonna adjust my computer, because I want to sit down, so I have to adjust my computer. If my computer dies, I'm so sorry. I will be back in a few minutes, if that's the case. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's see if my computer... Oh, no, we're good! Yippee! Okay. Da-da-do. Surprising amount of friendly Fatui in this region. Yeah! Like Linny and Lynette.
I see
Premier.
you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Clorand, at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All
Oh.
right,
Oh,
then everyone
picture
who wants to be in the photo,
cheese!
gather up.
Cheese!
And
Smile! Did I move? Oh, cute! I love that.
Is Paimon the cute in it?
Of course! Oh my gosh, I love Paimon.
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Paimon looked like she was gonna say, I didn't want to hear not bad, I wanted to hear great. Oh my gosh.
All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
Thanks, Charlotte. Appreciate you. Oh, I thought I clicked it.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness
true.
is the key.
Freshness is key.
Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clorand.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit.
Never say
I'm
never.
impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Maripede.
You already knew she was going?
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
I had a friend who told my brother, who told my sister, who told... Oh my gosh.
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Bye, Charlotte. She's
Stay
gonna be on the
safe
way.
now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Ooh. Afternoon tea. Go to the Fortress of Maripede. Yes, indeedy. Let's go. Back to prison! Our favorite place to visit, because they have free food. I think this is where I need to go. Okay. We're gonna go say hi to Risley! Oh my gosh, the scene yesterday, I went back and watched the cutscenes again. This scene where the ship like rose from the water, crazy. Oh my gosh. Do I have to go up the elevator? No! I went to the wrong level. It's okay. We're on the next level. Oh, I guess. Oh, we're going to his office probably. Alright, alright. I went to the wrong place. Da-da-dum. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask which piece that I sight read today was your favorite. I'm so curious. Fat boy, I want to keep it cool. Okay, let's go. This way. I still went to the wrong level? Oh my gosh. Unless it's over here. 60 meters. It's over here somewhere. Below? Please don't die. Let me go do this.
Worthless.
Here we go. A lot of cool visuals last stream. I agree. Where is... I'm here. Oh, here we go.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
We did spend 45 days in this prison, so that'll do it.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse
Aw.
recommended to me.
Oh, I'm glad you all like the Mondstadt VGM. Mondstadt just always feels like home, right? Because it's the very first chapter.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
Oh my gosh, she's so excited to be in prison.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Agreement.
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Okay, where are we going? Da da dum dum dum. He looks so stressed out. Why? Her too.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
They're shy. No, they don't want their romance to be found out. Remember? Wasn't that like a whole storyline where they're like in love or something?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier, hmm?
Right on the money.
Sir, please don't say things like that.
Oh my god.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
Oh?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once.
Who's
and I'll
Mr.
be
Edwin?
honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more.
Whoa.
You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on.
Oh wow.
The boat that brought about a miracle, the ark that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend.
Oh, she's really buttering him up. Like, wow, you're a legend, sir.
Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now?
Yeah, where did they put it? Where did they store that?
Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory.
That's one way to put it.
I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Oh no!
Really? Well, then in
She
that
is a
case,
charmer, indeed.
Could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
Oh wow! I like this bargain I like this game you're playing. She's really good at getting what she wants. She really does know how to squeeze opportunities for all they're worth.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Have you seen that one meme where it's like, oh my gosh, we look like we make a cute couple, and then the next person goes, couple of besties. I don't know why it reminded me of that meme. Oh
Did you
my
really
gosh.
have to use the word couple?
Oh my gosh! Thank you for the manual raid! Welcome in, Raiders. I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro at your service. If you haven't already checked out my very first Viola cover, it is of the Fontaine trailer music. It's like a medley almost. of Fontaine's beautiful music. It's in the pinned message if you want to check it out. To start off the after party, we sight read some Genshin music, which was a lovely time as always. Genshin has a great soundtrack. But now we're playing through the epilogue of the Fontaine chapter that I technically finished. I think I finished the main story, right? Last stream, which was 2 days ago, but we didn't get to finish the epilogue yet because I was so emotionally compromised. And so I thought a great idea would be, after being emotionally compromised by the Genshin chapter, I would go and get emotionally compromised by the Xenoblade chapter that I played through yesterday. So now I'm extra sad, but happy to be here. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, so if you don't want to be spoiled, you might want to join VOD Gang for this one and for the previous stream and the stream before that. But yeah, you know, always happy to have you guys in VOD Gang or wherever you're comfortable. If you're not familiar with the story, and you don't care to be spoiled, basically, there was a prophecy in this country, the country of Fontaine, that it would flood and dissolve all the people in those flood waters. Unfortunately, that prophecy did come true. Fortunately, the people did not actually dissolve. It was said that because of this original sin that was committed, that sin being, the people of Fontaine were turned into humans. They were originally a monster. I guess not monster. They were creatures called Oceanids, and they were turned into humans, as you can see, by their god, the god of Fontaine. And that was the original sin, and so, as punishment, I guess, floodwaters were going to rise and sweep everyone back into the ocean where they had come from. But thankfully, they were pardoned of that sin, of being human, I guess. And the floodwaters did arrive, but thankfully no one died from the floodwaters. Well, no one dissolved from the floodwaters, and now they're rebuilding. We're kind of just closing all the gaps. So if you have any other questions, do let me know. You're playing Xenoblade 2. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it, even though it's full of emotional damage. My plan is, this is kind of something I've been playing off stream. I started playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 because I was sick. I had a period of time where I was sick. I did a game trade with a friend, and I got Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in exchange for Age of Calamity, the Zelda game. That's what I switched out. And oh boy, it's been a roller coaster. I've been playing it off stream because I started playing it off stream. But my plan is to, whenever I finish it, I'm currently in chapter 6 out of 7. When I finish it, I'm gonna have a huge stream. The idea is, here's the stream title so you can get an idea. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 explained, but by a very unreliable and emotional narrator. So I'll basically tell the entire story of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 from my memory, from screenshots that I took. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a time. Maybe like in a month or so, whenever I finish the game, is when you'll see it. We've come full circle back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I need to stop talking about it before I become really, really sad. Welcome in, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I don't know how long this epilogue is, but it's gonna be a time. Hopefully, it's not as sad as the previous, the previous act of this chapter. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun stream. I think so. The Xenoblade one, playing a comprehension exam, exactly, and you all can quiz me. I guess I don't know.
Well, then 2 solo photos will do.
So what we're kind of doing right now is we're taking like a publicity tour throughout Fontaine. This is Charlotte. She's an interviewer, and she's kind of interviewing with a bunch of people who were very instrumental in the rescue efforts during the flood. And Riesli, the guy with the really cool black and
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone
red,
help me have a look.
the black and red jacket. He's the warden, I guess, of the prison that we're in right now. He helped create this huge ship. He was kind of like in charge of that, and that huge ship rescued a bunch of people. And these two are a couple of besties, a couple of scientists who helped out with the ship. And that's why we're interviewing them right now.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
This is the nurse of the prison.
Ah, Siegeween.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our head nurse? Sure. Come on, Miss Siegewayne. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot.
She's so cute.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
So she's not a human. She's a Melusine? And they don't understand emotions the way that humans do. So as a nurse, she like studies human emotions so she can better understand her patients. I think that's really sweet.
Same old, as you can see.
Look at them in the back.
Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Oh, look, they're doing a little photo shoot. That's so cute.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier? Miss Lurvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, which is a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
I thought they didn't want to be in the spotlight. Oh, to us. Maybe. Oh, wow.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway, regarding that Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for
I
his
just
return.
saw your message. Why does this male scientist sound like Squilly and Fancy, son? This is so random. But there's actually a series called SpongeBob DocuPants. And it's basically, they basically retell every single episode, I think, of the first season. Is it? They retell different episodes of SpongeBob, but as a documentary. And as a fan of documentaries and of SpongeBob, it's actually really funny. So if you've ever watched like a true crime documentary, like I watched the health inspector episode, so funny. They have like interviews and like police records and like it's called SpongeBob DocuPants. Check it out. It's so funny.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss seems fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
Whoa. They changed the scientist named Jurrier to I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. They changed his name for the German dub. Oh, interesting. I wonder why.
Actually, what about you? Are things gonna change for you too?
What's like Paimon's name in German?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties.
I love the water, like, light.
As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Oh, SpongeBob! Oh, you were talking about SpongeBob still. I thought you were talking about Genshin. My bad. That is so funny.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day.
I was about to say, I was like, I don't think there is a German dub. It's the original dub, and then Japanese, English, and Korean. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, thank you, Shiny, for the link to SpongeBob DocuPants.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
I thought that maybe you were talking about like German subtitles for the game.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time.
Until then, bye!
All right. Last stop, the docks.
Last stop? Oh my gosh. Or I guess last stop for the interviews then. To the docks. Oh my gosh! Where it all started. The Japanese SpongeBob is interesting to listen to. Did you know that, I'm trying to think. There was like an anime voice actor who voiced like a main character or something, and he was also like the lead character of like a kids show too. Like a little kids cartoon. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should just jump. Is it down? Let's just go. Let's just jump. Hopefully I don't get interrupted by a cutscene. Okay, let's go. This is it. See, you gotta work smarter, not harder. Here we go! Okay, let's see where I end up landing. And I'll plunge. So I don't die. Shao doesn't take plunging damage. There we go, see? I thought you were playing it's the Viola. We played earlier. Yeah, you missed the Viola sight reading section of this. Let me put a note. For those who just popped in, yeah, if you want to tune in for that, you could always watch the VOD. I'm sure there'll be timestamps or something at some point. Let's see. Let me add some text. Boom, 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 boom. And a huge shout out to those who do timestamps. I know that takes a lot of time and effort out of your experience. So thank you so much for those who put the time in to do so. I really appreciate it. And I think a lot of people appreciate it too. Okay. So let me put finished sight reading Genshin OST. Finished sight reading Genshin OST. Currently finishing Fontaine chapter epilogue. There we go. Is that better? Can you see that?
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Linny and Lynette and Femine, they're siblings who I guess work for this organization called the Fatui. And a lot of people, are afraid of the Fatui. They are kind of like how do I describe them to people who haven't played Genshin? Like secret underground. Like a lot of people are afraid of the Fatui. They're up to lots of devious stuff. But Linny is our friend. We've grown to be really close to Linny and the rest of his family. That we're honorary family members now.
Traveler, Paimon.
Yay!
And Miss Charlotte, too.
My honorary siblings.
Would you like a magic pocket?
Oh, these are the special, bags.
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that
See?
can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing
You
it
just
for
see,
you.
you're just like looking out at the water like, oh my gosh, there's my couch that I lost in the flood. Let me get my magic pocket and put it in
Trick
there.
a friend? I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
The Team Rocket of the Genshin world, I like that. I like that.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here.
Yeah!
Isn't that right, Fremine?
I would be friends with Femine. I could learn how to dive.
Is this what you meant by
Oh!
I'll help you make some more friends?
That's such a good job. Good job, Lynette. Femine could use some more friends.
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Sure.
Aww.
Please, write down my address.
Aw, Remine. I actually remember I had a group that I was working on a project with, and one of our group members, he was really shy, and we all thought of him as like our group's little brother because I think he was the youngest. And so we were like watched over him, like, oh, and he was like, I really want to meet new people. And so like the entire time we were working on the project, our goal was to, whenever he was like, I wanna go approach that person, we would always like, you got it. We would always hype him up. And if he needed a little push, we would go in and he'd be like, hey, what's that one TikTok where it's like, hey, my friend over there thinks you're really cool. But I don't know, Fremine kind of reminds me of that friend. But yeah, he ended up meeting a bunch of new people. And we helped him find a girlfriend. It was so nice. Oh my gosh. And I think whenever the project finished, he like came up to us and was like, I'm really thankful for you guys because you all taught me how to like break out of my shell. Sorry, random story, but Fremine reminded me of that story.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
Oh, good job. Good job, Fremine.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Oh, I'm glad. It does feel sometimes like Fremine is like left out because he's like a diver and the two other siblings, the twins, are like magicians. So sounds like that would suit him. I'm glad. That makes me happy.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's a good idea.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Linny and Lynette are like, my brother asked for no pickles. They definitely would.
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Like, because Lynette is an introvert. Introvert. I would consider Lynette to be an introvert, but she seems to be a very confident introvert. Whereas I feel like Femine is a little bit shy.
Lynette, could you come over?
Jeez!
Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Picture time! Got it! Aw, family picture. Can I be in it? I'm an honorary sibling.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you.
Oh my gosh.
So, how have things been, Traveler?
I'm doing all right.
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
For those who don't know who Father is the Knave, one of the Harbingers of the Fatui. The Harbingers are kind of like the top dogs of the Fatui. They're very strong. And the Knave actually rescued Linny and Lynette and adopted the three of the siblings. Oh, no. I think it was just Linny and Lynette, but they're all part of the Fatui. And yeah, she rescued them. And, yeah, as a member of the Fatui. I don't know what else I said. I forgot.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Yeah, what's she doing?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard.
No, I haven't.
Well,
Oh my gosh, there's this line in the Team Star Kid musical, Nerdy Prudes Must Die. There's a line where they're at the breakfast table, and the guy's like, hold on, I'm getting a call from, like, work. And in the phone, he's like, oh my goodness, you don't say. You don't say. You don't say. And he hangs up the call, and they go, what happened? He turns in and goes, they didn't say. Oh my gosh, so funny.
after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic
not
gift.
No, sis! No, sis! Why would you do that? Ah, there goes another no, sis. Oh my gosh. In one sentence, now we know. Oh my goodness.
A diplomatic gift? A gnosis?
A diplomatic gift! That's what... So, oh my gosh. How do I explain gnosis? Gnosis? What's gnosis? 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 Gnosis is the plural. Gnosis are basically these chess piece looking things. And it's like proof that an archon, or like a god, is one of the 7 gods that are associated with Celestia. And for some unknown reason, we still don't know, the Fatui have been collecting the Gnosi. So, that's the short of it. Here's the video to which I was referring. How did you find it? Wait, hold on. Let me click this. Copy link address. Let me turn off my audio so you can't hear it, just in case it plays. I tried it. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I don't know what this is though. From Batman? Oh, maybe they were referencing it. That's so funny. I was thinking of the Team Star Kid musical, but now I know that it's in something else.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. But when I thought it over, there were actually a number of things going for it. It
Sorry, I
could
get
have
so
been done
distracted.
as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down.
Oh yeah! If you weren't here for it, we fought a huge celestial whale. Sorry, huge celestial narwhal. That was crazy.
Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Mm.
Well, that's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
Mm.
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervillette has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
Okay.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervillette knows about?
Oh my gosh, okay.
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself. Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the fortress of Meripede a while back.
For those who don't know, Nervillette is... Oh my gosh, so he's... his day job, I guess, is he's like a court judge. But what he really is he's an all-powerful, not all-powerful, but very powerful dragon, a water dragon, that has powers from one of the very first sort of godlike beings in Teyvat. They were originally gods, but there was some sort of like impurity thing that happened, and now he's just like a human. But he is very strong. That's Nervalet.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have the time for that. But back to the topic. The Gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
So Tartaglia is also from the same country as the Fatui. So a little bit of a diplomatic nightmare when he got sent to prison in Fontaine and disappeared. But he disappeared to fight the big narwhal.
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Well, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
True. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Question mark, question mark, question mark. It's father, it's Papa. Papa herself. Yeah, I love her pants. It's so cool.
Father!
Oh.
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance.
Oh.
Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Yeah, oh my gosh. The fact that, the huge, like, execution, I guess, with the big sword was crazy. The implications of which are immense. So if you haven't gone to see it, go check it out.
Are you going to take the Gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
I think my theory still stands. I think the Fatui, not still stands, but I think I'm going to stick to my theory a little bit. Because when I did, like, my crazy research into, like, understanding the references and inspirations behind the various, like, religious systems or belief systems in Teyvat, and then I searched a bunch into, like, you know, like Celestia and, you know, the Archons. And I have a feeling that, like, Celestia is, like, actually evil. And that the Fatui might be onto something. I think that'd be an interesting twist, at least.
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks.
Oh. Yeah, I know. They only need one more Gnosis. Isn't that crazy?
Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep your position? Or keep to your position?
Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration.
Oh my gosh, collab!
Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
We made a friend! Actually, I just remembered something. Please, help us deliver this! It's Tartaglia's, vision.
A
It's Child's vision.
All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me.
Whoa.
Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Greetings.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to.
Oh
to get a photo
gosh.
of you.
Oh goodness. We confirm future collab with the Knave. Oh my gosh.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
Oh. Could you imagine me but with like a black and red color scheme? That'd be crazy.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable.
It does look very agreeable.
Farewell.
Farewell, bye. Everyone say bye.
Farewell,
Papa.
Father.
Bye, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This'll be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
Don't be too nervous.
Yeah, don't be
Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one too.
I keep thinking they're like Hot Pockets.
To move things about?
Oh my god.
That's right. Funny. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met
That's
too.
right.
What do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. I guess this must be life.
Must be life.
We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity will lead you to your fated friends. All right then. We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now.
Bye.
Have a good day, you
Bye,
two.
Lenny. Bye, Lynette. Bye, Femine.
Well, guess we sent
I don't know. I
Charlotte
have this like
out. Shall we go see how Neverlet?
weird habit now where I have to say goodbye to everyone in a cutscene whenever they say bye. I like being included. I think that's the closest teleport we have. Teleport. And we run! We have come full circle. Oh my gosh. I was gonna run like just forward and she was running directly to where I was running. Also, I got to hear the crying in the fountain. Isn't that crazy? I wonder if it's still there now that it's over. Oh, the doggo. So cute. Okay. Hop. In here. And oh no. This way? That's weird. It's around. Around, da, 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 da. Okay. This is the entrance to the... Oh, yeah, the entrance to the prison.
He really is there.
She said the line during the quest. Wait, which one? I'm so used to just randomly saying random things that I don't realize I say them. Like song lyrics and stuff. Hi, Nervalet! Hi!
So, you really are here, Neverlet. Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linny.
Jump scare.
He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way.
Such like a low rumbling. Going from Paimon's really like high-pitched, like warm and bright voice to the low rumbling.
In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting.
Little
so I may
hangout.
explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Oh, please, by all means.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all.
It's him!
All right, let's have it.
Nervalet.
How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
It's a lot. Oh my gosh. Here we go. For those who don't know,
It
they'll
is
explain
strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Aw, Nervalet. Considering how heavy the rain was last stream, are you okay, Nervalet? True! Because his crying is the rain. Gosh. Whoa! Fosalor deceived the heavenly principles.
So that's what happened?
I only saw Farina's part myself. Yeah, yeah. So they basically just described all of it. In that, oh my gosh, I wish I could read faster. But to summarize, I guess what they said, about what happened. How do I summarize everything that happened? Without in a way that, because I'd have to explain what the heavenly principles are. Like Celestia, I guess. Yeah, so basically, Fosalor tricked Celestia into thinking that... So basically, like, she had Farina kind of act as, like, her stead, I guess, and pretend that she was her to deceive the heavenly principles, because eventually she wanted to kill the Hydra Archon, aka herself, but she had to deceive Celestia in order to do so. So Farina had to spend 500 years pretending to be also to be the Hydra Archon. It was a crazy whole thing. You had to go watch it to get the full emotional ride, I guess. Yeah, so they were able to successfully cheat the prophecy, trick Celestia, And the Hydro Archon is now dead. I only saw Farina's part myself.
Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully
There you
fledged
go.
elemental dragon sovereign.
Yes, so he used to not be a full elemental dragon sovereign. The power that the Archons receive are from the 7 sovereign dragon. It's a lot of lore, but hopefully that's not too confusing.
But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontanians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true humans, and thus would naturally no longer be dissolved by water from the primordial sea.
Wow.
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
You could say that it was at that moment that the Fontanians were finally truly born.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking,
Wow.
Focalor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
Wow. Novelet is really going through it right now.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
This is it. This is the end of chapter Q&A that they always do. Asked about the initial verdict that was passed on child.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability. As for the
That's a lot of law talk I don't understand.
Whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
Guess Focalor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
This was my question. I was like, so basically what happened, the reason why, they were wondering why the primordial seawater only dissolves Fontanians, and it's because Fontanians are all originally Oceanids, and they were just being returned back to their Oceanid form. Not dissolving, but returning. And my question was, so what if they have kids? Maybe with people who aren't from Fontaine. Like, are they just half Oceanid? Would they only half dissolve? Like, what's the story there? So here we go.
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
Were they not able to have children? Is that what happened? Is that why they would pray at the fountain?
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom. Instead, a form of ritual.
To turn their kids into Oceanids?
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Whoa.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
So, like, if you were like a Mondstadtian and Fontanian couple, and you wanted to have a kid, but you didn't go do like the tradition of like, let's go pray at the fountain so that our kid can become a real human. Well, they didn't know that. Would they just not be able to have kids? I'm so confused.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Well, thank you, Nuvalet. About Fontaine's future.
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina has already left. What's that all about?
Rebirth? That one simple word just reminded me of Xenoblade again. Oh my gosh.
Lady Felina, The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me before leaving
Oh my gosh,
the
I hope
Opera
Farina's
House.
okay. Oh my gosh.
I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted.
Farina.
She simply said that she was tired
Oh.
and needed to rest.
No, Farina. She really does need to rest.
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
Oh my gosh.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
I'm gonna put her in my teapot.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel.
Oh my gosh.
In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit
Yeah,
will, of course,
500
take
years.
time to heal.
Oh my
But
gosh.
now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon,
That's crazy.
she can finally lay down her burdens and lead a normal life.
Well, I wish the best for her.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained your full powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function.
The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
This matter will
Cardinal.
directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts.
So no more Oratrice. Okay.
From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Okay, goodbye, Sybil System.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed
so
many
cool.
things that I must do. But this power and this duty,
I wonder if he can turn into a
manner
dragon.
of speaking, you could say that
Right now.
both were granted to me.
Whoa.
As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person.
So are there lower courts in Fontaine? He did say highest judge. Like, are there lower judges?
Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
Yeah, I hope Nervalette doesn't get stressed out from running things and also being a judge.
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
He can't even go on vacation? That's so sad.
Wow.
Well, I guess he is really busy, huh?
Authority stuff is really quite useful, huh?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About Fontaine's gnosis! Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Gosh. So vacation be off the table? I think so. For a while, probably.
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis.
He's a power plant now? Yeah, he's the mitochondria of Fontaine now.
Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more.
That's true,
and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine.
But what could it mean for Tevat? They have all of the Gnosises.
If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now and avoid unnecessary conflict.
That's fair.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
The last question about the next stop on my journey.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume. I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a
nation of
dragons.
dragons.
A nation of dragons?
Probably not like Nervalette.
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity.
Whoa.
Natlan is also the nation of war.
Oh, wow.
War ravages those lands like an undying flame.
Oh, gosh.
There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the knave that I believe may be useful
I like
to
how
you.
they panned over to the fire when they were talking about Natlan.
The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
Wow.
The captain. Sounds like a real tough customer. Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlan.
Oh, wow.
In the meantime, Fontaine's doors
I'm
will
so
always be
excited
open
for
to you.
the new area.
Ask away. I will
That's
tell you
it.
the
That's
truth
all
as
of
I
our
know it.
questions. I have no more questions.
Hang on a sec. Paimon still got a question about Gnosis.
Oh my gosh.
When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed.
Hmm?
We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's
Wow.
intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh.
What is it?
Oh, what is it? What could it be? The lore dump for Rita TikToks is finally gonna be revealed. Oh my gosh. Ah, I'm scared.
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named
Skirk.
Skirk after sending you two back
Oh my
to
gosh.
the surface.
Oh.
It went something like this.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
Okay. Whoa, that scared me.
What next?
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons.
Ah!
It's something very similar to a god's curse mixed in.
He's so tall.
It's quite a
Oh my
novel
gosh.
blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
Oh my gosh.
I do not know what you speak of.
Of course. How could I forget? You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Oh! The remains of the third descender?
Remains? I've never
Yeah,
heard of
I
any
was gonna
such
say,
thing.
what do you mean by remains?
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called gnosis.
Wait. Remains? Of the descender?
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's
Hold on a
divinity
moment.
faded, she handed her gnosis to me.
Right?
But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
What in the world? Okay. Okay.
I've been training with my master, the Fowl, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him.
By the way, for those who don't know what a descender is, it's basically like someone who's not from Tibet. Like, people who aren't from this world. I think they mentioned in the previous one that, like, Traveler is the fourth one. Yeah.
It is only natural for those
Yeah,
who
we are the
greater
fourth
than
one, exactly.
humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing.
To live is the scuff.
But once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn
my
to
gosh.
curses.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, this is intense.
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts. And my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
Okay.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Okay.
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to
Well,
know.
I want to know. I want to know.
If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be
Yes,
sure to pass
please.
the answer on to you next
Oh, it's
time.
very urgent. Please do.
Next time. You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own,
She
don't
forgot.
I? He can be the messenger then.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh my gosh.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that's
Remains.
what the Gnosis actually are.
Remains.
I just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could they be a person's remains?
I don't like that. I don't know. I don't like
All
that.
the same, assuming that there was no
That's- ugh, that's scary.
misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
Special metaphor.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you
Check
gave
it?
it to the Fatui.
Chuck it. Okay, I was confused.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk by keeping it here.
What could that mean? Maybe that's why they're collecting it. What if they bring back that person by, like, I don't know, what if they do some, like, human transmutation or something? A descender. She mentioned one of them. I am the fourth descender. For me, this information means two things. One, that the Gnosis are related to descenders. And two, that the one who came before me has already died. Oh, right, remains. Right.
I guess that you might already be familiar with this concept.
What's
but
your
I did
theory?
not
What's
expect
your
you
theory?
to be one of them.
I want to know. Lionel, what's your theory?
That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
Okay.
I wonder. Does your body also possess similar
Yeah,
properties?
wait, I can, like, whatchamacallit, resonate with the different elements.
Like
Yo.
being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? No, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy.
You think the third is your sibling? Wait, that would be crazy! That would be crazy, 'cause that would mean your sibling's dead. That'd be crazy. That's a crazy theory. Wow.
Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender.
Because I mean, that could happen. Well, if there's some weird times, because we've met our sibling before, right? We've seen them in all of their weird, spooky evilness. But what if there was some weird, like, time wombly, jumbly mess? I don't know. That'd be crazy. Hey, you never know. You never know until they reveal it. That's the beauty of theorizing. Don't worry, I won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck.
The sibling is not a descender, but native to Tevat. Nihida said. Yeah, that's right. So, I don't know. We'll see. Well, because they could be... I don't know. Because I feel like whenever they present, like, theories or, like, what they call people, and, like, so, like for example, when they say descenders are, like, this. Sometimes I wonder, like, what if, like, they don't have all, like, the right information, or, like, they don't... I don't know. I feel like there's always a possibility for things to change, or, like, things to not have, like, the full understanding or the full... I only say that because I was watching, I don't want to spoil it, but I was watching Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Chapter 5, and there was this whole thing that they revealed. Oh my gosh, I don't want to spoil it, but basically, like, you had an understanding of everything up until a certain point, but then they revealed that something was fundamentally different, and that it changed everything that you had just witnessed. In, like, with your own eyes. Anyway, I don't know. I think anything's possible.
Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
What if the player is the fifth and the characters just turn to face the camera? Stop! That would scare me so much. That would actually scare me. But yeah, because I think it's understood that, because you know how, like, the sibling fell first and then, like, they went after them or whatever. My understanding is that the sibling actually came to Tevat, or was already at Tevat before the sibling, if that makes sense. There's like a difference in time or, like, understanding of Tevat.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
You need some fourth wall breaks. I don't know. I love it when like games and shows really aren't afraid to do something outlandish, but in a way that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, it has to make sense, but I love it when they do something completely unexpected or brave.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
For now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
Wow.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
They will go first. Yeah, sorry. To clarify. Basically, what I meant to say was the other sibling was moving and grooving around Tevat first. Oh my, because there's a huge gap of time, and that's why the sibling and our player character have such a fundamentally different understanding of Tevat. But, sorry, yeah, you get what I mean. Oh my gosh. Twist with too far jump in logic or too anything goes feel lazy though. Exactly why I said, like, I like it when they are brave with like where the stories go, but it has to make sense still. Is what I said earlier, right? It can't not make sense.
Life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls fairly upon all.
Yeah, the quest with the guy who had the Hilichurl as a son, that was such a crazy, like, you know what I mean? So crazy. Oh my gosh. Because they were talking about, oh, you just have to go watch it. It's crazy.
And what ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Fundamentally different perspective. Your Paimon theory holds strong. I just love hearing about people's theories. No matter how, like, likely or unlikely they are, it just, like, gives me... Because sometimes, like, people, like, have... Because everyone's going to have a different understanding of the lore. And it's just really interesting... I don't know, I just like hearing what people have to say, even if they have, like, a misunderstanding of the lore. Or, like, if they're missing a chunk. Because then it's like, oh, you can fill it in with what you do know, but they're able to offer, like, a unique perspective, I guess. Right? And then you can be like, oh, okay, well, I can take that nugget of information, but also, I know this other piece of information, or, like, I remember this correctly. It's really interesting. That's what I love about theory crafting. So that's why I like hearing about everyone's... Whoa! Oh my gosh, we did it! But that's why I like to hear about different people's theories. I like to piece everything together. But thank you all so much for joining me for my fun little cozy after party. If you missed the cover, go ahead and check the pinned message. It's a Viola cover of the Fontaine trailer music. If you missed the first half of this VOD where we did some sight reading, you can always check that out. And yeah, please do continue. I do a lot of Genshin content. Next week we're doing Honkai Star Rail. Next week I have some Friendsgiving planned, so unfortunately, short week. Next week I'll be doing a chatting stream where I get to color a Bleach coloring book. So, fun little hand cam chatting stream, and then we'll play some Honkai Star Rail. We should do another, like, Genshin lore study stream. That was really fun. Where we just went through the timeline. Because now we have a lot of new timeline stuff, right? Because I think we only got through the old world and the new world. Like, we hadn't even gotten to the Cataclysm yet. So, crazy stuff. Let me see. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships, TND and Derek Tan. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships as well. We are going to continue this stream, and we're going to raid into another stream. I wonder if Shiki is still doing unarchived karaoke. We'll go ahead and raid into that. Demon Warrior, thank you so much for this super sticker. Very much appreciated. Are you gonna color a coloring book with Bleach? Sorry, Bleach the anime, for those who aren't familiar. She had connection issues. No, that's too bad. Okay, let me check my YouTube then. What does YouTube say is on right now? Oh, let's see. Here we go. I found one. I found a stream we can raid into. No, thank you. To YouTube for suggesting me this person. Boom, boom, boom. Iku soon? Ah, I see. Let me see. What is she doing? Oh, I guess that person is actually live. Okay, well then I guess we'll do Iku. I guess I should have refreshed my stream then. Oh my gosh, Iku's playing Genshin? Is she? Oh my gosh, she is! In a few minutes. Perfect. We got the perfect stream to go into. Alrighty! I think she might be starting or near the beginning of Fontaine, so please enjoy. No spoilerinos for Iku. And please enjoy the lovely wonder that is Fontaine. But as always, I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro at your service. Bye! You know how I was saying I was giving myself a lot of emotional damage lately because I played through the Fontaine Archon quest, and I also played Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Chapter 5. I've also been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not caught up with Season 2, but I just finished, like, the flashback portions. So, yeah, I don't know why I do this to myself, but, time to go be sad some more, aka time to keep playing Chapter 6 of XC3. So, wish me luck with... Bye!